to all of you. Uh, Today I am going to discuss about the cell structure, cytoplasm, cell organelles. So, cell contain the liquid, that is cytoplasm, the liquid inside the cell between nuclear membrane and cell membrane, nuclear membrane and cell membrane, that is known as cytoplasm. If you are going to remove the all the cell organelles, whatever the liquid without the cell organelles, that is known as haloplasm, HALOPLASM. So the difference between cytoplasm and haloplasm means the liquid that contain all the cell organelles along with protein, hormones, all the nutrients, then it is cytoplasm. If we are going to remove all the cell organelles, then it is known as haloplasm. Then you come to other type of liquid, the liquid inside the nucleus, that is nucleoplasm. And if we are going to add a liquid inside the nucleus and outside the nucleus between nuclear membrane and plasma membrane, then it is protoplasm. Means we are going to add both liquid, that is liquid inside the nucleus and liquid outside the nucleus but inside the cell. So that whole liquid is known as protoplasm. Then the other type of liquid I have already discussed, the liquid inside the uh, mitochondria, that is M bole to matrix. So M for mitochondria, M for matrix. So inside the liquid inside the mitochondria, that is known as matrix. Next, the other liquid that is present inside the chloroplast. So it is the estroma. If you will find the liquid inside the chloroplast, that is the cell organelles, that is also known as kitchen of the cell, that is also known as kitchen of the cell, that is protoplast. And you will find the granum, coin like a structure, that is inside the chloroplast, that is known as granum. And a stock of coin, if you are putting the 5 rupees coin one upon other, and you will find the stock of coin of 10 piece of 5 rupees, then that structure is known as grana. Granum, it is a singular form, and grana, it is a plural form, that is the chloroplast. Just see, if you see the diagram of the chloroplast, then you will able to know. So just to see, this is the diagram of this chloroplast. So you will find this structure in this diagram given present in your CBSE textbook. So just see, you will find, if you draw, then you have to draw a coin like a structure, a stalk of coin like a structure. So one coin like a structure is known as granum. When more than 5 or more than 10 coins are stacking to each other, then whole structure, that is plural form, that is known as granum. And between two granum, there is a chlorophyll is going to sandwich. Sandwich means between two granum or between two molecule, any other molecule is going to present. So that is known as chlorophyll. Chlorophyll generally sandwich between two granum. So granum is just like coin like a structure. You see the coin like a structure, 1, 2, 3. They minimum 3 coin like a structure there. And then you will find that these are stuck to each other. Next, you will find the other membranous structure inside the chloroplast, lamellar membrane. Lamellar membrane. This is known as lamellar membrane. This is known as lamellar membrane. So you will find that lamellar membrane that is going to connect the two stalk of granum that is present at two different positions. So just see, this is the lamellar membrane and this is one grana. Why it is grana? Because there is lot of granum is there, not only one granum, more than one granum, then it is known as grana, grana, grana. So between two granum, the chloroplast molecule is going to sandwich. Chloroplast molecule is going to sandwich between two granum. So, if you minutely observe the diagram of the chloroplast, if you minutely observe the diagram of the chloroplast, then you will able to know what do mean by uh, this grana or granum. And mitochondria, just like mitochondria, it is also a double membranous structure. You see, the liquid inside the chloroplast that is known as stroma. Anybody can repeat the answer? Liquid inside the chloroplast. Yes. Are you listening my sound? Yes. Anyone? Liquid inside the chloroplast.
Sir, Corona.
Liquid. I am talking about liquid. Just like a fluid inside the chloroplast.
Sir,
Yeah.
chlorophyll.
No. A stroma.
Acha, stroma. Yes,
Stroma.
sir.
A stroma. And a pigment like molecules that is known as
Sir,
chlorophyll.
chlorophyll.
That is chlorophyll, pigment like molecule that is present between the two granum. Pigment like molecule that is present between two granum. And two granum is going to connect two grana, a stock of grana. That is, suppose this is the position of first grana and this is the position of second grana. This is the position of first grana, this is the position of second grana. So they are connected through membrane that is known as interlamellar membrane. That is known as interlamellar membrane. Okay. So just like mitochondria, it is also a double membranous structure. Outer membrane is permeable to all the substance. Outer membrane, it is permeable to all the substance, but inner membrane, it is selective permeable membrane. What I am talking? This one is the outer membrane of chloroplast. This one is the outer membrane of mitochondria. So any molecules, if want to enter inside the chloroplast or mitochondria, it can easily enter through this outer membrane. And you will find the inner membrane. This one is the inner membrane of mitochondria and this is the inner membrane of chloroplast. So this is the double membranous structure. One is mitochondria and one is chloroplast and other is nucleus. It is also a double membranous structure. So, if you compare the mitochondria and chloroplast, there is a difference. The naming of the liquid. The chloroplast liquid is known as stroma, and mitochondria liquid is known as, what is the name of mitochondria liquid? That is matrix. Mitochondria liquid is known as matrix. Are you listening? Then second point, you will find chlorophyll only in chloroplast. Chlorophyll, it is a pigment only present in chloroplast, but this is not present in mitochondria. This is the second difference. If you will differentiate the chloroplast and mitochondria, then you will write the liquid inside the chloroplast. It is known as stroma, stroma, and the liquid inside the mitochondria, it is known as matrix. So both the liquid naming is different, and you will find circular DNA is present in both the case. That is the chloroplast DNA, and this is the mitochondrial DNA. The It is present generally here. Okay, it is not shown in this diagram, but you try to know the circular DNA is present in the center of the chloroplast and mitochondria. So name of the DNA is chloroplast DNA, and DNA present in mitochondria is mitochondrial DNA. Next, uh, presence of chlorophyll, absent of chlorophyll, then production of ATP. So where the production of ATP occur? F0 F1 particle, capital F small 0, capital F1 particle. So if you are adding CF0 CF1 particle, it is associated with chloroplast, C for chloroplast. Okay, are you listening, my son? All of you? So CF0
Sir.
CF1 particle that is present in chloroplast, where there is a synthesis of ATP occur. So generally it is attached with lamellar membrane, interlamellar membrane. Okay. So on this interlamellar membrane where there is a CF0 CF1 particle is present. What is position? Just see the cursor. So it is not shown here. It is not shown here. Okay. Now F0 F1 particle present in the cristae. Cristae, that a finger-like projection that is present in the on the inner membrane of mitochondria. Now I am telling the two terms: photophosphorylation, production of ATP in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, that is known as photophosphorylation. Generally, this process occur inside the chloroplast. Photo means light. Phosphorylation means production of ATP. So we will find the lot of H plus ion that is going to accumulate inside this interlamellar space, or this space between outer membrane and inner membrane of mitochondria. Here it is not present. In case of chloroplast, it is not present. It is present in the between interlamellar space. There is a space inside that. So to this interlamellar membrane, CF0 CF1 particle is attached. CF0 CF1 particle is attached, on which oxysome, that is the site for ATP synthesis, oxysome. So that is responsible for production of ATP in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. Okay. So generally, photophosphorylation, photo means light, phosphorylation occur inside the chloroplast, but oxidative phosphorylation occur inside the mitochondria. So this is the major difference between chloroplast and mitochondria. In both the case, there is a production of ATP occur, but difference is that in presence of chlorophyll, in presence of light, the synthesis of ATP occur on CF0 CF1 particle attached on interlamellar membrane. So this is the interlamellar membrane, and inside that you will find the what, the H plus ion. Due to excess amount of H plus ion, it causes acidic environment. Means pH will decrease or increase. If accumulation of H plus ion occurs in particular area, then pH of that area will increase or decrease.
Sir, decrease.
Very good. So due to acidic environment, there is electromotive force generated. What force? Electromotive force, and that force drive to move the H plus ion present inside the interlamellar space or in intermembranous space of uh, mitochondria, and from the interlamellar membrane of the chloroplast to outside, बाहर तरफ. So you will find, due to release of H plus ion and presence of ATP synthase on the F0 F1 particle, it is responsible for making ATP synthesis. It is responsible for making ATP synthesis. So anyone can differentiate chloroplast and mitochondria? Whatever I have taught you till now, can you differentiate?
सर माइटो सर माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया के लिक्विड को मैट्रिक्स बोलते हैं
Yes,
और क्लोरोप्लास्ट के लिक्विड को स्ट्रोमा बोलते हैं।
yes. Then
और उसके बाद सर
chlorophyll.
माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया में माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया में सिस्टर्ने प्रेजेंट होती है
Yes,
और उसमें क्लोरोप्लास्ट में ग्रेनम प्रेजेंट होता है।
yes, yes,
और सर उसके बाद उसमें माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया में कोई पिगमेंट प्रेजेंट नहीं है, जबकि जो वो है क्लोरोप्लास्ट है उसके अंदर क्लोरोफिल प्रेजेंट है।
yes. So then the synthesis of ATP occur by the two process. One is photophosphorylation inside the chloroplast or mitochondria. Photo means associated with light. So light is
सर
associated with,
क्लोरोप्लास्ट
yes, chloroplast. And other process is, what is the other process for production of ATP? That is oxidative phosphorylation. You try to know photo, PHO2O, photo phosphorylation, oxidative phosphorylation. So then you tell me the enzyme. Which enzyme is present on F0 F1 particle? ATP synthetase. ATP synthetase. Enzyme name is ATP synthetase. It is present in both on CF0 CF1 particle attached. Dash करके लिखना है. CF0 CF1 particle. Where it is present? C4 chloroplast. CF0 CF1 particle present on the interlamellar membrane. Okay, but F0, you are going to remove the C. F0 F1 particle present on inner membrane, on the crusty, on the crusty surface. So the crusty surface contain F0 F1 particles, not all area. Okay, so this is the major difference between chloroplast and mitochondria. Can you tell me the name of particles in chloroplast? Name of particle in
ग्रैनम
chloroplast? What is the name?
सर ग्रैनम
I'm talking about production of ATP, associated with production of ATP. CF0, C, a small c, capital F0, a small c, capital F1 particle. That is name of particle. Okay. So you will find this name of particle just like a blob, and where there you will find club shaped structure. गधे की तरह. On a wooden block, if you put a gada club, such type of structure is present. So base position is just, it is named as CF0, and CF1, that is the club is gada, Hanuman ki gada, just like that. So that type of structure generally present in case of chloroplast. That F0 F1 part is same structure, but it is present inside the mitochondria. That's why we are not putting C. C means chloroplast. Okay. So again, can you remember? Can you repeat these things? Which particle is present in case of chloroplast?
सर P0FC1
CF0, CF1. Repeat. You have to repeat that 2 times. CF0, CF1. Okay. So
CF0CF1
and in case of mitochondria, remove C and again repeat.
सर F0F1
So why it is essential? Why it is essential? What is the function of
for
that?
production of ATP
In presence of enzyme, ATP, ATP synthase means this, that is responsible for synthesis of ATP. That's why its name is ATP, adenosine triphosphate, A capital ATP synthase. That's why mitochondria is known as powerhouse of the cell, and chloroplast is known as kitchen of the cell. So whatever the ATP synthesized in the chloroplast, it is utilized for production of glucose. So Can you tell me the why the chloroplast is known as kitchen of the cell? Why chloroplast is known as kitchen of the cell?
सर क्योंकि उससे फोटोसिंथेसिस होता है.
क्यों होता है फोटोसिंथेसिस? व्हाट इज द कंडीशन फॉर फोटोसिंथेसिस?
सर सनलाइट कैप्चर कर लेता है क्लोरोप्लास्ट.
Yes. Where is chloroplast present?
सर क्लोरोफिल इज प्रेजेंट इन क्लोरोप्लास्ट.
Yes, chlorophyll. Chloroplast is present in plant cell and chlorophyll is present between the two granum. Okay. And there is a sandwich of chlorophyll between the two granum. So collectively large number of grana. Granum is known as grana. Grana. So chlorophyll is sandwiched between two granum. Okay. So that will capture the sunlight and then in presence of water and carbon dioxide. So what is the source of water and carbon dioxide for process of photosynthesis?
सर कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड फ्रॉम एटमॉस्फेयर
How it
एंड
is enter? How it is
वाटर फ्रॉम सॉइल.
yes? How it is going to enter inside the plant?
सर थ्रू स्टोमेटा.
Very good. And how plant is getting water?
सर फ्रॉम द रूट्स.
What is the pathway?
सर फ्रॉम रूट्स टू स्टेम्स टू लीव्स.
What is the pathway? What is the name of pathway? Pipe. What is the
सर
pipe name?
xylem.
Xylem. So that xylem is responsible for passing the water and minerals from the soil to root via root up to a stem through a stem up to leaf and through which structure oxygen is coming out.
सर स्टोमेटल पोर्स.
Yes. So the in presence of chlorophyll, carbon dioxide, water, minerals. So what is the minerals that is required for photosynthesis? That is manganese and chlorine. Manganese and chlorine that is act as a minerals just for the light reaction. For the photosynthesis, during the photosynthesis there are two type of reaction. One is light reaction and one is dark reaction. So in dark reaction, photolysis of water occurs. No photolysis of water in which breakdown of water occur and that water is going to produce proton and electron and due to movement of electron in electron transport chain inside the chloroplast on the interlaminar space, so due to which the movement of electron occur and due to which there is production of ATP, also there is a movement of proton, so proton is crossing, okay, through this and you get the ATP. So that ATP utilized for dark reaction. That is the meaning of synthesis of food. That is glucose. So two type of reaction occur during photosynthesis. One is light reaction where breakdown of water occur. That is H2O converted into H plus ion, OH minus ion. And during that breakdown, electron is released out and proton is released out. Electron can pass through the membrane, but proton cannot cross through this membrane. So when there is a movement of electron occur, and then when there is a movement of proton occur, only then ATP synthesis occur through photophosphorylation. And whatever the ATP is going to synthesize, that the same ATP is utilized for synthesis of glucose after reduction of carbon dioxide. So the carbon dioxide is going to reduce to C6H12O6. Okay, so you will study these things in detail in the photosynthesis in the separate chapter. Okay, and this is the site for photosynthesis. That's why it is known as kitchen of the cell. So all of you have got this point. What is the site of photosynthesis?
यस सर.
यस क्लियर हो गया. तो मैं ये आगे कहना चाह रहा हूँ कि ये जो है आपका ये that is the nucleus I have already covered. Then cytoplasm. You know, nucleus and cytoplasm constitute the protoplasm. I have already discussed this thing. Then soluble part of cytoplasm is called cytosol or haloplasm. Soluble part is known as cytosol. Okay. And what is difference in cytosol and haloplasm? Liquid portion of cytoplasm, that is known as cytosol. Okay. It contains system of microfibrils, but appear transparent and structureless under the electron microscope. How much water is present in the cytoplasm? 90% water is present. And what are the other materials are present? Ions. Ions of different metals, salt, sugar, amino acid, fatty acid, nucleotide, vitamins, dissolved gases. So these are the place where all the nutrients are soluble and help for metabolic pathway. So you will study in detail the glycolysis, breakdown of glucose into pyruvate, means whatever you are consuming through the food. So through this glycolysis only we are getting the energy. Then synthesis of fatty acid. That fat synthesis occur. Where fat synthesis occur? Is at the cytoplasm. Where? On the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Okay. Then nucleotide synthesis also occur and some amino acids. So these are the very important part of the cell. I have already discussed this endoplasmic reticulum. Okay. And you will find the sac-like structure, that is known as cisternae, endoplasmic reticulum. So membrane of endoplasmic reticulum is covered with ribosome. Then it is known as rough. When it is absent, then it is known as smooth. These sac are covered with ribosome and are called microsome. When this a small sac-like structure, that is the vesicles or small sacs, then covered with ribosome, then that is known as microsome. So that is the difference. In sac-like structure associated with ribosome, then it is known as microsome. I already discussed the function of that endoplasmic reticulum. Then it helps in transportation of protein. Packaging and transportation of protein occur through this mainly endoplasmic reticulum. Transportation after protein factory. What is the name of protein factory? Which cell organelles is protein factory? कौन है? कौन सा cell organelles protein factory है? Ribosome. Ribosome is protein factory. Now you will study in detail about the structure, the cut out open figure of cell showing the different cell organelles. This is the cytosol, this is the vesicle, this is centrosome, 3D, just like 3D structure. This is the endoplasmic reticulum. It is started from the nuclear membrane and touched to the cell membrane. Ribosome, protein factory, a smooth endoplasmic reticulum responsible for fat synthesis. Plasma membrane, the boundary of the cell. Flagella, help in movement of the cell. Lysosome, suicidal bag of the cell. And Golgi apparatus, mainly packaging of proteins and lipids occur through this Golgi apparatus. Now come to nucleus. Chromatin, that contains the DNA and histone protein, and nuclear envelope, that is the cover of the nuclear membrane you can say, and you find the pore-like structure. I have already discussed these things. Then microfilaments, mitochondria, powerhouse of the cell. So microfilaments, that is formed by centriole during the cell division. Microfilament generally formed by uh, centriole during the cell division. Okay, so we will again discuss the next in detail about the cell structure and function. Okay, so I think ribosome I have already discussed this the lot of ribosome joined together by mRNA. Then it is known as polyribosome. Okay, lot of ribosome. It is joined together by RNA, messenger RNA. Then it is known as polyribosome. I have already discussed the in prokaryote there is 70s ribosome and eukaryote there is 80s ribosome. Okay, and now this ribosomal are made up of ribosomal RNA and protein. So in protein synthesis, all the three RNA play a vital role for protein synthesis. So again, you will study in detail the protein synthesis. So I think that is the I have covered the cytoplasm, I have covered the chloroplast, and I have briefed out the function of different cell organelles. Okay. Next day, I will again explain the Golgi apparatus, lysosome, and peroxisome, mitochondria, plastid. Yes, plastid. Yes. Next, leucoplast, cytoskeletons. So these things again we will discuss on the next class. Thank you.